Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Command Modern Operations. I'm streaming today for the Slitherine Games 20th anniversary event. I have a bunch of live streamers going basically from now all the way until, I believe, all the way through today into tomorrow. I'm going to be playing one of my favorite scenarios, Downtown 1967. The reason I'm playing Downtown is that I can actually get through Downtown in a 2-hour stream. So this U.S. Navy air attack on North Vietnam in obviously 1967. We control the Ranger task group over here with our air group. The USAF is going to go in with a strike that you can see right here to hopefully take out the sector control station. If it doesn't, things are going to get really interesting for us. We do have day-night is turned on. That's fine. It's actually a little interesting that the Ranger isn't assigned. Normally, should be assigned to... That's weird. Huh, okay. Okay. I'm just gonna send the Ranger around and hit start. And then what we're gonna do is while the Ranger's doing that, the Air Force should be closing in on their targets now. I'm going to set up my own initial missions. In fact, actually for this though, I am going to turn off day-night lighting because that is a little distracting right now. So first things first for me is to set up AEW and ELINT. We'll set up a AEW North. I like to do two kind of along with red axis, so I have AEW North. Support mission, we'll call it AEW South. Good morning, Nix. Good morning, Grey Knight. Good morning, Lancer. How are you guys today? Alright, let's get radars turned on for those two missions. Then the other thing I want to do before I start launching is I want a patrol mission. We'll call it MICAP. Just a repeatable loop. And for right now, I'm just going to give it an engagement of anything that kind of starts coming off the coast. It's allowed to engage. And I'm going to actually pull my AEW back a little bit and move the cap forward. Set of prosecution zones. Something like that, I think. And then behind that, I would do OECM. Should get all my initial missions set up now. If I could just stop grabbing points that I don't need, that'd be great. So let's get E2s onto station, north, 1 to south, launch individually. I'm going to get one of my zappers up. And then I should get some phantoms up for cap. So launch 2 groups of phantoms for cap. I will maintain the other ones ready in case they're needed. And then one last set of missions will be my refueling. So support area refueling. And for right now, this is just going to consist of a single KA-3B on station for this. And then I'll launch the other one when the rest of my strike launches. I think I can increase TC up here a little bit. Let's go and turn off group. Let's go and watch the Air Force go in. Not starting off great here. One of their fighters is already down thanks to Sam. This mission gets a lot harder if you don't actually have the USAF take out the sector control station. It's a lot of fighters. Right, let's go ahead and open up TAC view. Alright, so we already know all of these are hostile. We already know all of these are hostile. We'll have a better idea of the air picture when my own AEW gets onto station. That is a Phantom. Looks like the Air Force is doing pretty well. Lost a couple aircraft initially, but looks like they're taking out most of the NVA camp. Which is good, because the thieves are coming in, which the thieves are F-105s, which are the strike element of this strike. I think most of these are actually MiG-17s. There may be some 21s here, but I think most of what we're fighting right now are 17s. Wonder what those guys are doing way out there. First time I've ever seen them take a route that far out. Well, that's good they were being chased. J6 farmers, wow. What are these guys doing over there? Why are they dropping bombs on the airbase? Gonna change up the way I play this scenario. What I'm going to do is normally I end up with a whole bunch of like A4s that I don't normally use because they aren't really needed. I usually send the A6s after the two bridges. I send like the A7s after like the railway yard or vice versa, and then I basically have a whole bunch of A4s that don't do anything. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm actually going to set up a strike to go after those radar stations. Or not the radar stations, but the sector control station. Just taking a look here at something. Satellite-looking radar, 40 nautical miles. Alright, so I am going to put an ELINT on the station real quick. Just waiting for those Hawkeyes to get up. Thing I do like to do now is turn off the merge range symbols because I actually like to be able to see the batteries here. I like to set up a mission to go after those two batteries. So what I want is a strike mission, SCAD-1. That goes after those two batteries. And then I want SCAD-2. Go after those two batteries. And then SCAD-3, which will go after those two batteries. SCAD-1, 2, and 3, each going after the SA-2 batteries. That should be enough to clear the usual hole through the NVA defenses. It looks like my own F4s are responding now. Gonna tighten up the ECM to put it a little closer in to help out. And then I'm also gonna do the same with my or not cap, but with my AEW, just move it in a little closer. So next thing, let's go and set up strikes. First things first, SCAD-1, assigned to mission SCAD-2, assigned to mission SCAD-3. You guys can just go ahead, get assigned to mission Escort 1, Escort 2, and then actually I'm going to assign these ones to SCAD 3 escort. And then by default, I'll have cap in place as well. Let's go ahead and launch. So launch as group. Launch as group. Or no. Abort strike. I unassign them from the mission. I don't want, those are set up for strike. I don't want them going. I want F4s. So assign to mission, strike 1 escort. Assign to mission, strike 3 escort. Launches group. And launches group. Launches group. Launches group. Launches group. They're on the elevator. They should be aborting launch though. Save the rest of my... Actually, let's just go and assign 2 to... Sorry, 2 escort. They can launch. And I'll use the rest of these for strike escort. Alright, let that strike get airborne. I have a little bit of a update here. It looks like I'm actually playing the command version of this scenario, not the CMANO version of the scenario. So when I loaded, I was actually checking these scenarios the other day, and for whatever reason, I took it as they were the command versions. Oops! So normally, yes, the Air Force does go after the sector control station. Anyways, that's actually going to make things a little more interesting for me, and we'll vary this up a little bit. Let's see, how long is it? James Best, it's not as hard as it looks. I actually learned the game only by playing it in editor mode and just kind of playing like a sandbox scenario. I probably am going to want to get more cap on the station here. Look, more J6s on this coming up. Which I think the J6 is just a MiG, what is it, MiG 17 copy? Or MiG, no, it's a MiG 19 copy. SCAD strike is forming up. I've only got one of the MiGs. Losing down in the south, though. 1 F4 down versus 2. Hopefully they can take care of the guy in the north, and then... Oh, that missile's going off wherever that's going to miss. The armament for the SCAD strike is mainly armed with strikes. So I have A7s with strikes and CBU-59 APAMs. Just waiting for them to form out now. Finally got the 2 MiGs in the south. Let's see if we can get the 2 MiGs in the north now. Looks like we're down to Sidewinders, though. And guns. Actually, I'm sorry, no, we don't have guns. We only have missiles on the F4. No guns. Target is lower than... Oh, man. Gotta wait for him to come up. Probably do, now that the strike's formed up here. Let's get a couple more on the cap. And it's time to set up my own strikes now. I'm gonna do a strike sector control. We'll set up a land strike going for that. And for this strike, I'm going to commit my A4Cs. Assigned a mission, sector control strike. They'll take off first. And then while they're taking off, I'm going to set up my strike on my actual targets for this mission, which are the bridges that are right here, and the railway yard, which is right there. Land strike. Alright, so there's that bridge, and then the railway yard. Yen. So there's my actual mission targets. And I'll go ahead and assign my A6s. We'll go for the bridges. Paul Domer. Launches group. Launches group. Launches group. Launches group. I'm going to assign another tanker to my air-to-air refueling mission. As soon as the strike launches anyway. And then the A7s, which are down for 6 hours, even though they shouldn't be. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is reassign one of my groups of A4s from the strike on the sector control station to the strike on the Yunvin Railway Yard. Yunvin Railway Yard. Okay, so waiting for them to take off. Intruders are forming up, and then I'm going to go ahead and assign... I'm just going to go ahead and assign more to the mid-cap mission. Assign to mid-cap. That should be it. The other thing I am going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead to my mission, go to mid-cap, and I'm going to extend my mid-cap coverage area up to and into the target area. That should let them support that strike a little better and narrow it down towards the base, just so they don't fly over those more AEW sites than they have to, and that is a lot of aircraft on station. I can tell it's been a while since I played the command version of this scenario. That is a lot of aircraft. No, you're not allowed to refuel allied aircraft. Mission doctrine. No. You're not allowed to refuel unrep allied units. And there's strikes forming up. Alright, well, the F-105 is breaking off, so shouldn't be stealing fuel from my KA-3B now. Let's get another K Zapper up. Should have done this before, but assigned a mission, and another KA-3B assigned to the air-to-air refueling mission. And I don't think I need anything else at this point. And overall, it looks like I'm reasonably going to have everything go in order. The real key is to make sure that the strike on the sector control station goes in first. Which it's not, but it's okay. Wow. That's an angry group of aircraft coming out. Looks like my escorts are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Probably should pull my jammers back a little bit here. That, EK3B is going to get awfully close here. Alright, looks like they got out of a shot. Miss, please. Yeah, it's gonna miss. That's good. Good morning, Searcher. Alright, how's the A6 strike coming over here? They're all still forming up. Alright, looks like the escorts are doing pretty well. Yeah, missile's gonna miss. Yeah. I mean, they're Sparrow missiles. I mean, the Sparrow missile was pretty terrible. Even worse back in, the 60s. That and these are kind of high angle shots. Well, I mean, honestly, if they want to just keep getting into a turning fight, I'm okay with that. Because it hopefully let my strikes go in. Although that's still a lot of aircraft around the cap area. I think this got tuned down when Apache did the command version of this, because I don't think I've ever seen this many NVA aircraft still active at this point in the scenario in the command version. And it's been forever since I played this version of it. They're illuminating the whole time next. The Sparrow won't fire unless it's illuminated. It just has to be illuminated the entire time of flight. So if it goes out of the cone, then the missile's going to go blind. I just hope all my escorts don't waste themselves on going after those aircraft, because there's still a couple others over the target area. It's just how air combat tends to work. I mean, when you're kind of in a turning fight, it's hard to maintain the luck of the Sparrow. Actually, why am I running this at 1x? We can go up to 2x here. And bring up tag view again. Looks like I got another one too. Sam inbound. Or no, that would be the strikes going. And then what they should do is fire strikes at that one and then go after the other battery with the APAMs. Except all those missed. Well, that's going to make things more interesting. Alright, good. Looks like the radars on that one are out. Well, that SA2's dead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to task this one with going after that battery. Yeah, that's all hostile. SA2, SA2. Minimum target altitude 3,500 feet. So as long as my aircraft's able of that, we should be okay. They'll circle around and then should come into attack with APAMs. That group of Crusaders fallen back. So that battery's gone for all intents and purposes. They can now go RTB. Actually, they still have 2 left, so actually unassign from that. Go attack that SA2. Actually, no, unassign from that. Go attack that SA2 battery. Who is firing at who? I don't know who's firing. I think they're going after my... Oh. Sam's. That would be the strike on the railway yard right there. That's the strike for the sector control station. Good morning, Ghost 0915. How are you? Yeah, Sam got one of them. I'm just going to RTB that group. It was useful to keep them around while they still had an APAM left, but with the APAM destroyed with that other aircraft, might as well just RTB it at this point. I'm not sure if taking out the sector control station does anything in the command version of this scenario. It's been a while since I played it. I know if you take it out, or if the Air Force takes it out in the CMANO version, it disrupts their comms for the SAM batteries. Unassign you from that whatever mission you were on and go engage that. Make sure assign to... So what I like to do is any of my escorts that still have missiles left, after their escort mission is complete, I like to reassign them back to my cap. Just to make sure no one's going home with ammunition still on the racks. Some more bogeys coming up. Wow. A4s are on their IP anyway, so good luck, guys. Really high up, though. I'm not hopeful of those ones actually hitting. And they're gonna have to circle around so this one can get its attack in. Yeah, I didn't think those ones were actually going to hit. That was dropped from 36,000 feet. Morning, historical gamer. Yeah, I got the early stream this morning. Alright, so there's the strike on the sector control station, which was still dropped rather high, so those ones are probably going to miss too. Yeah, not even close. They shouldn't be bombing from 30,000 feet, but it's actually within the weapons envelope to bomb that high, so... They're dropping down now for the second strike. You can see them descending. That and they're all defensive. Yeah, it's 2 a.m. for me. Where do you guys think you're going? Oh, they're dodging. A6s are going in. Little high still. In fact, really high. Dive down, guys. Not sure why they're up so high. Yeah, I'm not sure why they decided to go up so high for their attack. Yeah, not even close to the target. So for the second group, I'm just going to manually order them down. Plus, if they get down low, then they're actually below the engagement for the SA2s. Just have to get below 3,500 feet. Okay, now you don't need to have automatic evasion on once you're down that low. Same thing for you. Automatic evasion is no. Automatic evasion is no. Let's see if these dropped from much lower altitude is going to hit. Yeah, there we go. Much better. There's 2 bridges. There's 3. Or not 3. There's 2 bridges down. 3 A6s in that due to AAA. Not sure what you're doing way over there, but you can head home. All in all, that wasn't terrible. I did take out the railway yard. I did take out both of the bridges. And I even still have an hour left in the stream, so I'm going to recover here. Unassign, RTB, unassign, RTB. I'm going to leave my cap on position for right now. And I'll recover the strike. And even though this is a 24-hour scenario, it actually should be like 6, which is fixed in the CMO version. I'll recover, and then I will move on to the next scenario. What were my losses, by the way? North Vietnam lost some ammo shelters, ammo revetments, the 2 bridges, 11 MiG-17s, 4 MiG-21s, 17 SA-2s, some fan songs, some spoon rest A's, and the railway yard. They expended 9 AA-1s, 4 AA-2s, 95 SA-2Ds. Wow, that's a lot. U.S. Navy losses are 4 A-4Cs, 6 A-6s, 3 A-7s, and 6 F-4s. USAF lost 12 F-105Ds, 2 F-105G Thunder Chiefs, and 7 F-4Cs. Wow. Scoring-wise, it's about average. I actually don't recall off the top of my head what the average loss rates per target was in Vietnam. Kind of heavy for the targets, but we did at the same time accomplish our objectives.